I have to address it, especially to the fans out there and a lot of the guys that have the POS degree, the piece of shit that starts thinking, they start thinking like steroids right away.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, I haven't competed since 2020. Hello and welcome to this week's Generation Iron podcast. Your host, me, Victor Martinez. Yes, I'm back. Esan Farahi, Vlad Yudin, and Edwin Mejia.
We finally back together, man.
Yes,
Wow.
back together.
Feel good right now.
Thank you. But before we start, guys, remember we are on YouTube, but a little extra thing we have now is we also on Patreon. So if you log on to Patreon, follow us, you'll get some exclusive content that will not be on YouTube. So remember that to the loyal listeners and followers.
So what happens is, we get flagged on YouTube all the time. When we're talking about certain topics that are, controversial or gear related, you know what I mean? So we have to kind of transition into Patreon. We're still going to have full access to the podcast on YouTube, but the longer version of the podcast, uncensored version, so to speak, will be available on Patreon. So if you guys want to support Generation 9, support all of us here, then definitely subscribe. And of course, all the movies are going to be available for free as well on Patreon. So that's something we're doing.
Wow, that's a big one.
Strong. Yeah, Victor is back, so we want to.
Damn, I know. Let's see. And then you're telling me it's uncensored, man.
So finally, Vic, you're back here. Last episode got a lot of attention. You got a lot of love from the listeners. A lot of people are happy that you made it through it. They're so happy for you. There was a few comments people asking actually, because you basically described the operation that they performed on you, that it was a bacteria in your spine. And some people want to know, I guess, what caused the bacteria. So some comments popping up, for example, from Drew P. Webos. Most important question with respect, how did this happen? What led to bacteria? Was it from sepsis? I guess because Ronnie had sepsis, right? Infection, how did that infection get in the spine? How can we prevent this? So a lot of people are coming up with these type of questions, and I don't know if you want to address it or not, or if you know.
No, I have to address it, especially to the fans out there and a lot of the guys that have the POS degree, the piece of shit that starts thinking, they start thinking like steroids right away.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, I haven't competed since 2020, have not used anything ever close to it, to even, that being the cause. Immune system, infection, dental, I went to the dentist. I'm not saying it was my dentist. I'm not saying that I love you, okay? But many reasons that you can get it, and sepsis, and some of it is, if you get surgeries. We had Ronnie Coleman when I was, getting sick. I reached out to him. I wanted to see how he was doing, but then I started getting sick myself. And you go back to Ronnie, you see how he has sepsis and all the operations. He had more operations than freaking guys have gotten, done sets and reps, and that's another reason that you can get it. And it's just so many ways that you can get it, and I can't say which one. We're still trying to find out.
That's the most important thing.
We're going to pinpoint it. Once I pinpoint it, I'm gonna, I can share with you guys from where. But no, I did not shoot my back with no steroids.
Who injects steroids in their spine? I don't understand. Have you ever heard about that?
Especially the spine, the back, okay. I heard a lot, lats, and
but the spine.
But the spine, man, I don't even freaking let my freaking massage therapist touch my spine or anything of the sorts. But there's many different things, obviously I don't have any hepatitis that can cause it or any HIV and all that stuff, but my blood was clean, and that was the issue. When I got tested in the hospital the first 3 times, the first thing they do is take out blood.
And nothing was showing up, you said?
Nothing was showing up until I sent the results to one of my good doctor friends, Dr. Scott, and he basically said, there's an inflammation by this indicator right here in your body. There's an inflammation. And basically with the inflammation, and for you guys, I said you want to avoid it, If there's inflammation on your blood work, do not let it go. Do not let it slide, because I never got fever. I never got sick. All that started happening was I stopped eating and I stopped being able to sleep. Those two things. But the fever is one of the biggest indicators you're sick. The dragging, the sweating, and also delirium. You don't know where you are, where you think. And that started happening to me after the third week. And those weeks flew by, man.
Because the bacteria was basically progressing.
Yeah, and I'm fighting it, because I even went to a couple of the shows in Teaneck. And I can't even believe I got through it. But again, when you're strong, you fight it. If you're out of shape, it'll hit you faster. And if you're sick already, you're basically going to lead to a fast demise. You won't even have a chance to get operated or go to the hospital 4 times like I did.
See, like, that's why we have to be on Patreon, because even things like this, where you're describing medical conditions, sometimes we have to edit it out of the episode.
Yes,
you know what I mean? That's why we got to be on Patreon, so people can get
Again,
a unfiltered look at it. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking in general terms here, but to see exactly how I got it, again, I don't do anything crazy, you know. If anybody,
you will find out. You will find out.
Yeah, I will find out. I mean, I take care of myself. I mean, I do the blood work. I don't say, oh, we don't speak here about doing TRT and doing blood work, and then
you don't do it.
I don't do it for 2-3 years. I do it once a year now. When I competed, it was twice a year. So.
But you get recovered very, very fast and good. I mean, since last week I saw you, it was much better.
No, way better. Again, when that pain kicks in, woo, boy. It's something else. It's some effed up.
Are you?
Crap, man.
Have you taken a lot of painkillers?
I was given the good stuff in the hospital, the Dilaudid, was getting the Oxycontin, but remember now.
I would say pain relievers.
Yeah, again, that's what they were giving me in the hospital. Now remember, we had a whole opioid epidemic, and that's the problem now. So many people were addicted. So many people were using it for no reason at all. Now they're so scared to prescribe it unless you're in the hospital on a scheduled time. So I was getting my doses every 4 hours, which was fine, but my body metabolizes quick. So instead of being good for 4 hours, I was good for 2.5. So it was 2.5 enjoying, you know, talking, speaking, and the other hour and a half was just crying, looking into the water out the window, and like, okay, where's this pain gonna go? And it's when it's pain, I mean, that's why I could appreciate when I got injured, I broke my arm, or you know, you can kind of touch it and rub it and kind of, but when it's internal, man, I got to tell you, there's nothing fun about it.
Have you done any new recent blood work? To see where you are in terms of your
energy,
I was
doing it every week.
Your test levels and all that other stuff, and have you
test levels I haven't checked. Everything that I was checking was basically how the bacteria, checking for inflammation.
The vitals, right?
Vitals, again, organs, because they were giving you all these pills in the hospital. They got to make sure your liver enzymes were low, your kidney levels, and it was good. So now the next one, which is going to be next week, that's the one where I'm going to check my test levels or see where it's at. And you guys will hear about it. I'll talk about it here.
You're very open.
Yeah.
So we have a question of the day today, actually directly related to what you were just talking about. So maybe we should just go into the question of the day, brought to us by Transparent Labs.
Yeah. So thanks again for Transparent Labs, big supporter here. You guys have been big fans of Transparent Labs. Many of you have tried and tasted their products. You could tell that they have quality ingredients, no funny stuff, 100% grass-fed beef protein. Really, truly some of the best ingredients and products in the market. Make sure you guys check them out. Generation Iron, 10% discount code as well. The first question comes to us from Paulie Onshore 88. Paulie Shore. I like that. Paulie Onshore.
Yeah. Guy. Rest in peace. I think he passed away too.
Paulie Shore died?
Did he?
Did Paulie Shore die?
No, I don't know. Are you? I don't know, because I haven't heard about it for a long time.
No way, bro.
No, only because it's so long. I hope he's all right.
Let's answer Paulie Onshore 88's question.
Hey, Corey felt no, mind. Sorry.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Hey, Vic, what do you think about Ronnie's battle with sepsis? More importantly, what do you think caused it? People online are saying it's from gear and use from gear use and liver, what you honestly think. And great to hear you both made it through your sickness.
Yes, and again, when Ronnie was going through this, and again, POS degrees, these people that keep right away, they go into the Generation Iron, they go into all these other, bodybuilding sites, forums, and whatever, assumptions,
and
man.
they speculate immediately.
Assumptions, speculation, these little maggots. Yeah, I don't like you guys. The assumption is the biggest F up of them all, because you're assuming. You wish you were right, you wish you were a freaking Nostradamus or anything, but most of the time you're usually always wrong. And with Ronnie, going back, he spoke about it. You see how many surgeries he had. You see what he's gone through. I mean, some surgeries were secondary because he was training too hard in the gym. So the sepsis in the blood can happen so many different ways, not just through his operations, some of the surgeries he had, but his immune system. He travels a lot, man. I don't see anybody that's able to actually walk or be half his age to travel half the time. Ronnie travels.
We just filmed him in Miami last week. He was there after the sepsis recovery at the Young LA party. No, Young LA party, it was crazy.
That's what I'm saying. That's Ronnie. That's Ronnie. He'll fucking pull through, and it's insane. But, there's a lot of factors how he could have gotten the sepsis, The great part was that one of his kids was paying attention to the way he was feeling and looking. And one of those things, as I mentioned before, was when you see somebody kind of a little delirium and out of place and sweating for no reason, those are indications. And fever is the biggest indicator, which is the best, but you're most likely not going to get it. So having somebody you love noticing how you're looking and not really feeling, that's the best way to pinpoint it.
It's good answer. I mean, the reason why a lot of people, I've seen that question asked a couple of times already, right? Was it because of PEDs? Was it because of steroids? There is a link between liver, damage and liver failure that leads from excessive PED use that could lead to sepsis. Obviously that's like what you said, Ronnie answered the question, and it was from multiple surgeries, but it's not uncommon to think or ask that question because it's very, very, common, right, to see that happen.
Yeah, I think if any bodybuilder get accident, forget about any surgery or anything. If you get accident, automatic what the society say is a steroid.
Yeah, what's interesting? I was reading for how do you get sepsis on Google basically, and literally can get it from eating raw oysters. Literally one of the things.
Oyster is the number one.
Can you imagine?
So
go to the restaurant, you eat oysters.
Some people have gotten sepsis in vacation in Costa Rica, and they eat something, or they have
on a zip line
contaminated water.
Yes.
Bathtub and spa.
Oh, the jacuzzis. That's why I stay away. I don't like public jacuzzis.
So it happens. Yeah, it happens a lot to people that are unhealthy or have organ issues, and ultimately eat something with a lot of bacteria, and that bacteria tends to flow into your organ system, your system, and it really it creates sepsis, and it's really an infection that is generated from bacteria that is also promoted from malfunctioning organs.
Yeah, but this got to stop, man. Everything is steroids.
Yeah.
That could even be a T-shirt. Everything is steroids. Let's admit, steroid has its own category. You have your Roy rage. You have your small nut syndrome. Whatever. It builds muscle. Give steroids their faults where they are, but let's not give it all the faults where you're just not really sure. And again, is always a person who wish they looked half as decent, it's never worked out, doesn't know anything or two about steroids, and right away they go for the steroid jugular. And most of the time you're wrong. So keep assuming, and you'll always be uneducated.
All right, well, that was a great answer. Guys, please submit your questions in the comments below. What's that?
Fully sure, not dead, had a tumor removed yesterday from his pancreas.
Oh, yes, he made it.
So Polish Shore is alive.
That's what it was. Yeah. It's good, man. It's good.
So, guys, please submit your questions in the comments below. Hopefully, Victor will pick those questions and give us an answer. Thank you for Transparent Labs.
You need to take your muscles to the max.
Whoa there, Turbo. Do you even know what's in that stuff?
Oh yeah.
See, most protein powders are filled with artificial sweeteners, food dyes, and filler.
Really?
I wouldn't put that stuff in my body.
Neither would I. Transparent Labs is made with just a handful of all-natural ingredients without any of the weird stuff. Transparent Labs. Protein without the weird stuff.
All right, let's get into this. We have some great topics today. So you guys familiar with Andre Ferguson?
Yes.
Men's physique competitor,
Yeah,
a great champion. Oh yeah, he just competed. Yeah, that's right. He just won the Olympia. Exactly. Yeah. So he said something interesting in an interview, right? He's talking about basically how he thinks that men's physique and bikini divisions are the ones that are keeping the sport alive, so to speak. The exact quote here is, "The league wouldn't be here without men's physique or bikini. When I jumped into bodybuilding, this was a dying business. Go to shows, bodybuilding has about 5 people in each class. Men's physique, bikini, wellness has about 30, 40 people in each class. So which one's paying the bills? Do I think the money's f***ed up? Yes. Do I think Open should get more money? Yes. But not 25 times the amount." So basically what he's saying is, when we go to amateur shows, obviously, the bikini divisions have a lot of competitors, so do men's physique, and that's what's propelling the sport into the future. And
so we're back in the men's physique conversation.
Well, it's going to lead to it, but saving the sport, there is no saving the sport. Saving the organization.
Yes, exactly.
Let's just get it, there's
two
no
different
saving.
things.
Two different things.
Are they not synonymous with each other?
Two different things.
No,
saving
two different
organization,
things, man.
federation, or saving the sport.
Yes,
Two different
yes.
things.
Well,
It's
the
not.
industry
It's
is
not.
the
So translation,
It's-
it's become an avenue of a massive avenue of revenue for
Yes.
the organization.
The industry, paying the industry's bills, this is one-sided, Now, Andre Ferguson, again, I know exactly what you meant, but the misconstruement was basically when you said sport, because it's not sport, it's basically the industry. And it's the federation. It's them. They're the ones that are actually being saved, because next thing you know, what they're going to have a freaking overall farmer category, I think.
Well,
I don't know, with the farmers, the onesies and shit. Yeah, the farmer, just the top. But again, he's
Get from
right.
division.
Physique, why? I can literally go out right now and get anybody from any gym, even the worst gyms, Planet freaking.
How about fully dressed category?
Fully dressed? They have with a suit now. They have and stuff.
IFBB out of America, Santua, they have such a thing. It's called model fitness. So they come with the suit, and then
And no physique at all?
And then part of the routine, they have to take off the shirt, and then showing the six pack.
Yeah, but you're going and
Everyone has a six pack. I don't
You gotta have a
understand.
six-pack,
no, I saw it, but some of them I would have had like dead last because they had some freaking off the rack suits. Like you
Yes.
could tell, I was like, dude, just for that you should place bad, So I hope they make them like, come on, are you gonna check the quality of the suit only, or is it the muscle?
But what I
don't
do,
get that
I
one.
mean, do you guys agree that basically when it comes to the industry, the amateur divisions are the ones that are basically like the basis of the federation, right?
Yes.
So you need constantly influx of people to compete in these events.
Yes.
Therefore, he's absolutely right that the men's physique and bikini
men's
are the ones
physique.
that are bringing in the competitors.
Men's
Correct.
physique is much easier than bodybuilder.
All day.
Bodybuilder.
All day.
Yeah.
Which was I was gonna finish. I said I could go right now to any gym, the worst gym. I could pick out easily 5 physique competitors and 5 bikinis, or 10.
But you cannot find a bodybuilder.
A good bodybuilder? No, you will not find one.
You have to be
unless
complete.
obviously he needs to be complete, and he's gonna have to have the guts. A lot of good bodybuilders out there, but a lot of them are losing their guts to actually want to compete. But yes, Ferguson, you're right. Physique, bikini, model. What is it? Model search.
Yeah, model. Physique model.
Fit
Fit
model.
model, it's a women's division.
Fit model, I better get it right. One of my clients is a competitor in that. But those are the ones that are the most tangible and then more inclusive.
More inclusive. Now, here's a question. I mean, okay, fine. Maybe not 25 times, like he said.
The pay,
The
prize
pay,
money.
men's open versus men's physique. But let's be
Yeah, we
honest.
still own that. The open.
You know,
does.
do we really want to sit and watch the Olympia or let's say the Arnold for like 5 hours, watching these men's physique competitors come on stage for 3 hours. I mean, I don't think that's logical, to be honest. Yeah. But at the end of the day, there needs to be some sort of cutoff, or there needs to be some sort of rule of how these people should be judged and cut off right away.
You know, I have a suggestion. Let's put the physique and bikini in the last and open category in the first. And then they see how many people sitting in the chair and watching the show.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's this is a challenge.
Well, that's why
if you want to know which sport or which category has more demand and more money.
We know that already. We know the answer to that question. You should do it at the expo. I think the expo should have maybe that over there or something. To free up the time at the main event.
Just changing the time. Put the open category in the first. I mean, everyone has to be sitting down for 5-6 hours to seeing all categories to Drake Lunsford comes up, Hadi Choopan comes up. I mean, everyone comes to see the monster. And those people sacrifice more than the physical category.
That's the problem. This is a long conversation because at the end of the day, the entertainment has changed around the world. You could say the same thing has changed for MMA, UFC, boxing. People are going to go to watch a spectacle. They're going to go watch a spectacle, right? Absolutely. They want to watch 100%. Something very specific. So bodybuilding, I think, needs to change with that because it's not going to be conducive to future long-term viewership, in my opinion. Now, there will be your normal people that are going to be very into it, the cult followings and all that stuff. But if it's going to grow, you need to continue to go the route of that one premium exclusive event spectacle.
Okay. Let's ask this question. Who here has sat through an entire physique competition? Anybody?
I think so, specifically.
I mean, we have.
Well, I mean, we have. We've been filming at the shows, and it's part of the job.
Yeah, we have.
All right, but you're making sure you're on focus, and all that. But, no, I have actually. I admit, but I always find myself kind of always saying the same thing. Wow, good abs. Oh, good abs. Oh, nice abs.
But Vic.
Nice abs.
But Vic, as a promoter also, right? When you do a show, that you in a sense also depend on those people with abs.
I treat them all royalty. I know. I treat them all royalty. And again, I know what Andre Ferguson was exactly, trying to say, and which is a fact, but it's not, and it's not paying athletes' bills. It's paying the organization's bill, and is saving more of the inclusion of people wanting to actually follow and hopefully put that in their bucket list to want to compete. But, when it comes to, again, hosting a show or anything, for me, it's the athletes. I see them as a whole.
I got you.
So there's no hate.
Speaking of athletes, so Olympia's coming up. We have about a month and a half
6
left.
and a half.
There you go. It's coming up shortly, I would say, very soon.
Fast.
And one of the Iranian champions, is not able to travel to Olympia, who just won the Dubai Pro, right?
Behruz Tabani this year is the 4th year right now. 4th years. It's exactly, he go through exactly like a Hadi Choopan go. So this year is a 4th year. He still didn't receive any answer for immigration.
But Hadi's
visa. Hadi right now in Dubai. He had the appointment for get the visa. He has to get visa again. I mean, probably they give him. But Behruz Tabani, he win 2 times back-to-back Dubai Pro. He win 2 times Romania Pro. He was the only person challenging Samson in Romania 2 years ago.
He lost to Samson.
He lost to Samson, but he was challenging him.
He hangs tight. He's got
very tight.
He has good muscle.
You saw Behruz in Dubai close. He has a very nice frame, very good physique, and I believe he's a dark horse.
You think he could win Olympia if he actually enters?
Not this year, but on the future, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. He has everything Mr. Olympia on it. Your height.
Yeah,
it's exactly your height.
He's freaking. Because I saw him posing next to For the video you put.
Oh, Jack.
Yeah, Andrew Jack.
Andrew Jack, yeah.
And I don't know, I guess the camera angle almost had him almost the same height.
No, it's not same height. No,
Yeah?
Andrew Jack
it's
is
just
too.
the angle then from the bottom up. Okay, but he's a beast, man.
He's
And
very good.
unfortunately, you know, because of politics and him, where does he reside?
I mean,
Where does he live?
Dubai, right? Well, he's in Iran, but he's in
Iran.
He goes to
so-
Dubai. He's able to go to Dubai.
he come to Dubai a lot, but it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Living Dubai, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's that passport because of that political, and this year was a political hell for Iran.
This is the worst year possible. By the way, talking about a height, you heard Kai Green said that he was doing heavy squats as a teenager. He was squatting 800 pounds, and he thinks because of that prevented him from getting taller. What do you think about that?
Kai, come on, man.
He told me.
Man,
I mean,
I think you read a lot of books, man. There's one book you miss, man. That's anatomy, bro.
he's saying he was squatting 800 pounds as a teenager, and he should have been over 6 foot tall.
I don't know.
Man, I was supposed to have 12 inches, but I kept wearing tight freaking Fruit of the Looms and Damn Fruit of the Looms. Switch to boxers, man. That saved me, man. No, it doesn't work out that way. I mean, I've read it before, obviously, because when I started working out, the first thing, Latino family, uneducated.
You get short, you
people
get
don't know
short.
much. They're like, oh, you're going to start lifting weights, you're going to stay short. That's the first thing they say. Oh, you're, and the other one was your dick's going to shrink. And, that's one of them. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I think I'm going to go on a limb on this one, and
They're growing. They're growing.
Yeah. I'm going to keep doing this thing and shit. And so far, I'm good, man, because, I'm a different shoe size the last couple of years. Clothes. I don't know. But to say he was supposed to be, let's go to the family tree. Let's go see who's 6 feet in his family. And maybe you skip.
I should ask him.
More than 6, it's not good on bodybuilding stage. We have just one person over 6 in Mr. Olympia. It's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
But very
Andrew
few
Jack
could
is over
stack.
6.
Andrew
Andrew-
Jack.
No, Mr. Olympia. No,
Oh,
Mr.
well, actually won. Okay, yeah.
Samson.
Sam,
Yeah, bro.
Samson is 6'1", yeah.
Oh, he's 6,
Yeah,
man.
6'1". He's
Yeah, remember,
6'1".
you're gonna get a lot of guys who actually have that height, that 6 foot height, 6'1", that can put on that good muscle.
It's very hard.
Yeah, no, it's very hard. But then when you're at that height, the usual problem for that height is the legs.
Yeah. Bro, do you remember Paul Dillett? How much muscle he had?
He was huge. He's like 6'4", something like that, right?
6'3",
He's tall,
6'4", yeah. He was huge
It's
too.
hard to beat. Yeah.
So it varies. It varies. It is hard, but they do exist. Gunther Schlurkamp. I mean, a lot of guys,
Hormone replacement therapy, HRT, TRT, testosterone replacement therapy. They all kind of go into the same bucket of hormones. Men and females, they all have the same exact hormones. For males, they need more testosterone than females. And for females, we need a little bit more estrogen than males.
Basically what that means is if you get your blood work done, your testosterone's low, we try to get it to an optimal level.
We'd walk into where our medical assistants would be. They're contacting patients all throughout the day, making sure patients are feeling good, looking good, and performing their best, making sure they're hitting their goals, making sure they're tolerating the medication properly, and everything is going well. Patient care and patient service is number one to us. And if they have any questions, concerns, issues, then we're taking care of them too as well.
A TRT company or Titan Medical, what they do is they make people healthy and they get people to really live the dream of life. It's one of those things I always say, do you want to live a long life or a quality of life? And that's what Titan Medical does.
By the way, Urs Kalensky switched over to, I think I just butchered his last name, but I think he switched over to men's
Miracle
open
Bear.
recently. Miracle Bear, yeah.
Yes.
And Bumstead said basically that if more guys would switch over from classic physique to men's open, he thinks the top 10 would look different, meaning that those guys would perform.
I think they should.
Possibly better.
I think they should, and I think, this is a level up. Level up. But when you're building a certain kind of muscle, like basically Bumstead, dominated that, basically the entire, category. And he basically stayed safe, didn't try to build more than what he had to. And a lot of the classic physique guys, they love training hard. They love pushing hard. And what starts happening, they start getting out of that category. So I think...
Don't you think he should have stayed in classic and potentially win? Yeah, the Bumstead just left the.
I think he ran his course. And I saw him at the New York Pro, and he's just huge. Man. He must have been. He looked like 290, man.
Yeah. So he said at the Classic, he was compete at 220 on the stage, and he's right now in next week, this weekend actually, he's competing in Italy.
Yeah.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he competed in Italy in
say
the
his weight?
pro debate.
In men's open, right?
Open,
Men's open?
yeah, his men's open. 265.
Holy crap! So I see him on stage. 265. It was. He'll probably be on stage to look good. He's got to be probably around his 240s.
240.
Yeah, because if he competed in Classic 220, I'll have him to look good. He has to be within that 230, 235. And remember, he looks good already in the Classic, so
he's not short.
He's going to look
tall.
bigger. He's going to look way bigger.
I think he's a 5'10", 5'11". He's not that short.
No, he's very tall, yeah. What do you think about Nick Walker and Derek Lunsford starting to heat things up, talking about each other? You heard that what Derek Lunsford said about Nick Walker?
Yeah.
He basically said he beat him and he was only like at less than 90% at the Pittsburgh Pro. And Nick said something like, I don't remember exact quotes, but he said something like, "You scared of me?" or something like that.
So Nick said, "You're scared." Who said who's scared of who?
Nick said that Derek is scared of him or something like that. And then Derek did an interview with Bob Cicherillo, I think, and he said that, listen, I did a favor by going to Pittsburgh because I'm Mr. Olympia and I just won the Arnold Classic and I wasn't even in my best there.
Okay, so Derek is scared of what? Nick's freaking protein and oil and
It's a figure of speech.
And Nick should be happy and get a bouquet from Derek saying, "You should be happy I showed up." I don't know. Guys, I mean, it's WWE. It's WWE stuff that's going on there. It's good. Can't say that's bad. Keep going at each other, but you scared? Give me more than that, guys. Come on, You lucky? Like, come on, that's not enough, man.
I'm so excited for Nick to come back to the stage.
To Olympia, yeah.
To Olympia, yeah. I'm so excited for that.
No, you guys should just up the disses. Go up the disses and start, it's like, I got more calves than you got. I don't know. I don't know. They both got good calves.
I think this year Mr. Olympia is nice, actually. If Nick Walker doesn't change the mind and last week pull out of the Mr. Olympia. But the combination with the Nick Walker, Hadi Choopan, Drake Lunsford, Samson Douda, it's very nice combination.
Stacked, man. I just hope everybody shows up healthy and doesn't pull out. That's it. Just show up, man. Make it there, man. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And it's going to be where? In the same hotel, the Resorts World?
Resorts World, yep.
Resorts World.
Great theater.
I got to find out, make sure they don't have that 20, that college trips they had last year.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
The big pool party.
Oh, no, I'm going to call, man. I'm going to call because my first goal is actually, to, after all this, basically physical therapy is to show up at the Olympia. And with a little bit more meat. Yeah.
You have a plan to go?
Yeah, I'm planning to go. Man, you got to set goals. And again, obviously getting back, training.
Nice.
Minimizing, pain, which everything is being accomplished. And then now the first training session, which is going to be coming up soon, too.
Nice.
It's going to feel weird, man. My muscle connection.
All right, next we have actually a Patreon special topic. So this is something that's going to be censored for YouTube, but we can address it here on Patreon. All right, guys. Well, I think we covered most of the topics, or all of them, actually. Please submit your questions in the comments below. And Victor is back officially.
Yeah, please make sure you guys add and subscribe, and make sure you click your notifications on. We're noticing that only 20% of our audience actually ends up having notifications on and watching simultaneously, according to our analytics. But now, Vic, I think it was important for you guys to continue to subscribe and ask Vic some questions. Vic is here for that, and let's continue going.
Let's keep going, guys. And again, thank you. Great to be here. I'm happy to hear some feedbacks on the next episodes. But remember, follow us, like, and if you want to see any of our prior episodes, please, Apple Podcasts, wherever you stream them. And also, don't forget, follow us on Patreon. Till next time.
All right.